All right. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Hope you're having yourselves a pretty strong start here to your Thursday morning. And yeah, hope everyone's doing well, feeling sharp, refreshed, recharged, and ready to go. I am very much under the weather here this morning, so apologies if you hear me sneezing or coughing or cursing at the persons that was flying beside me. But hopefully we can power through this and I can jump into bed pretty soon. So let's start mapping things out here a little bit this AM. Let's figure out what we want to do and then let's go from there. So we got some Fed speak going on with Powell talking pre-market. We got nat gas storage here at 10:30, fine, but nothing really too interesting for us here today. Just lots of Fed speak on the docket. Let's get after it. Obviously, right, with the government shutdown, a lot of the traditional red folder events that would be happening are delayed. And so we'll see when those start getting released again. All right. So let's go with ES here, right? Green candle, decreasing volume, gap up barely. So we'll call this a 2 out of 3 to the upsides without a volume. And we're targeting 68.20 as our starting point here to the upside. And then at all-time highs, right, we're just going 10 points along the way. All right. And then to the downside here, right, we'd eventually be looking for a move down towards 67.60. That would kind of be our starting point. And let's see if things can shape up and come together. All right, NQ, green candle, decreasing volume, gap down, so 1 for 3. Target would be 4, 25.4. That's going to get taken care of by the indicator, so we'll target 25.5. And then we'll look for a move up towards 26. To the downside here, right, we're targeting a move down towards 25,000. So again, not too much changing from a pre-market prep perspective. All right, crude, green candle, increasing volume, gap up. So 3 for 3 here to the upside at upper trend line resistance. And we're still targeting that 63 handle, and then beyond, not really too much needs to change. We'd be looking for a breakout basically above that trend line for a personality shift here. Just yeah, and we'll see how things go from there. To the downside, I'm not sure if I want to be super aggressive fading this. We need to see a fake out above the trend line first. And then we're going, 62-ish. Yeah, Chris. So you're asking about the gap up, gap down, right? You see this yellow thing that says pre, right? And you see how that's different than yesterday's close price. So the difference between 258 and 257 is going to be the gap down. If it was gapping up, right, the pre-price, that yellow bar would be above the previous close. So Apple, 2 out of 3 to the upside with volume. Tesla, green candle, decreasing volume, gap down, so 1 for 3. Microsoft, double inside bar, so kind of reminding us of Apple's setup yesterday. Amazon, 2 out of 3 to the upside with volume. NVIDIA, 2 out of 3 to the upside without. Pretty big gap up. AMD, very impressive. 3 for 3. Try the YouTube. Everyone has a backup, right? So not get too carried away here. All right, green candle, decreasing volume, gap up. So again, 2 out of 3 without. Netflix, 1 for 3. And Google, red candle, decreasing volume, gap up. So we'll call that a weak 1 for 3 as well. All right, and then the old Vixaroonie hanging out at 16 spot 3. So pretty good amount of implied volatility here, at least relative to the overnight action. We haven't had a very big pre-market range. So, that potentially creates a scenario where we absolutely could create one. So let's see if we can get something to come together. Any questions here, team? Any questions? You'd use the YouTube, man. Don't have time to help you solve your tech issues in the middle of a trading day. You have a backup. Please use it. All right. Any questions, guys? Any questions? All right. I'm going to go, I don't know, clear my sinuses, get some medicine in me. So I'll be back in a few minutes. And we'll jump on then. All right, so markets open up in a couple minutes here. So let's see how things sort of shape up or come together. No desire to be super aggressive here today, right? Yeah, is being really sick and a poor night's sleep. There's high probability, right, of like just being agitated by price action or things along those lines. So really the focus here today is just to slow down, right? Be deliberate, not force anything. I think we've done a pretty good job of that recently anyway. So not necessarily something that needs to change here too much, but just being aware, right, that mental capital is probably going to be a little bit lower today than it was yesterday or the day before. And hopefully, right, I can just get like a one and done, be done by 10 a.m. And just go to bed. So let's see how the day shapes up. Let's see where momentum kind of creeps in, or yeah, where it wants to kind of make itself known. And then hopefully from there, we can put together a pretty solid trading day and have ourselves a lot of fun. Um, yeah, hopefully everyone watched the video yesterday about timing your entry, not chasing trades, and are really confident with those ideas. Really important, right, that we review that and execute it well. But hopefully, right, yeah, it doesn't end up being too complicated. Really, what your objective should then be, right, is to know what you're focusing on, what price you're focusing on post entry, and then looking for a pullback into that price or better. Chasing is not going to be the Eric. Please unmute your mic. I should be the only one who has speaking privileges here, so I don't know how that's happening. I don't know. But so let's get after it here, team. Let's see what the markets have in store for us here today. And let's go from there. All right, so that's market open. Let's see what the volatility looks like here this morning. So again, right, we're going to be looking for pretty aggressive sized opening range, something decently large. And then we're looking for an impressive volume standard, right, to also creep in here. So far, the size of the range, not super impressive first minute. Let's see. Not a bad range on ES. Let's see if NQ can catch up. Fuck off. The YouTube is not delayed. It is not delayed. Guys, gotta stop with this. Come on. Fuck. You're complaining about 1.5 seconds. Stop. You can't even notice that difference. Guys, we've had hundreds of people who have only traded through YouTube make hundreds of thousands of dollars using it. Stop making up excuses for something that is not real. It's ridiculous. We have given you the solution 3 times. Use it. By his own admission, guys, the delay is 1 to 1.5 seconds. There is no delay if that is the perceived delay you are mentioning. The difference it's going to take to check your clock and then the clock on Discord and then the clock on YouTube, there's going to be 3 seconds just doing that process. So stop, guys. We use the shortest latency technology we can possibly use. Okay, so still no active setup here on NQ. Same thing on ES, right? It's a fake out under the low of the opening range. No difference. The only time, guys, that any latency would ever be an issue is if you are waiting for me to say that I'm in a trade and then you are clicking submit. That means you are not using the technique, right, that I made a very long video about yesterday, and you are chasing trades. If you are chasing trades, you do not stand a chance to make money anyway. So focus on the variables you can control, because you're going to have more than enough time to still be able to get the same entry as me or better. Right? Yes, in the trading docs. So, like, can we not betray ourselves by showing that we're lazy and our technique is shit? Please, guys, not difficult. I'm going to tell you my price within the next 30 to 90 seconds. My price is going to retest again. Within that time period, you go in and you click submit and you enter your trade. Right? You'll hear my price, and then you're going to have 30 seconds to wait for that same one to show up on your screen, completely negating any perceived latency, right? Well, there are so many workarounds besides having to just spam for tech support when we can't offer any. It's going to come back and retest my price 99% of the time. Well, let's not make a mountain out of a molehill, please. I don't have the energy for it this morning. Yeah. The goal long term is for you to be able to get your own timing right, to buy on the discount under the reference price like I do. If you don't want to use that as your entry technique and you're going to wait to hear that say I am in, then that is the alternative for you to use. No, just very sick. I don't really drink. I don't really smoke. I like to run. I like to sauna, and I like to go to bed early. No, I spend my time teaching people how to fish. They insist I fish for them, though. So, no high volume separation here. Yeah, Esteban. And that is the solution everyone has mentioned a dozen times now. Oh, I don't understand why there's confusion. Yeah, very, very slow, very indecisive, not particularly interesting. Feels like the longest 10 minutes of my life so far, but we'll see how it goes. I'm very cold. Okay, we've got increasing volume here. So let's see how this thing closes. And again, we're going to wait for the fake out first, right? or like some sort of bullish failure prior to being aggressive. I think realistically, I'd be targeting 25.2 here. So that would be reference price approximately. Oh, it looks like it might not pull in for me. I 100% agree, Profile X. My job is to teach you guys about trading, to walk you through my trading strategy, to walk you through my technique. My job is not to be your Best Buy Geek Squad or to be your Google. Those questions are very frustrating because you're going to get a better and faster answer by just checking shit yourself. Again, we still want to see a fake out here. I'm not looking for an entry above that reference price yet. So let's see the fake out above, right? So let's see if that happens first. And now we want to see a very aggressive rejection here. That's not aggressive yet. That's a little bit better. Stop loss would be 277 on the short. Seven. And just wait here. Might not be quite ready for us. There's a good rejection. All right, so 278 would be the stop. Oh, wait. $282. Call it 283 stop loss just to keep the math simple. The wait for this candle to close. Kind of looking like a potential reversal, right? So that's why we're waiting. Still a lower low, lower high. So probably still would expect to see a fake out here up and over. Maybe missed it. Lame. This 278 stop, and that'd be pretty big risk. Maybe a little bit challenging, but still no entries here yet. No rush. Realistically, anything we would have probably entered would have stopped us out. So no rush. Can't really trade it on the 2-min. It kind of feels like it's more of a reversal setup than it is a breakdown setup. Right, here's your confirmation. There's that fake out under your confirmation. It's a pretty aggressive little bounce back. Now, the risk reward ratio has changed here a little bit, so it's less appealing all of a sudden for sure. So still gonna be patient here. O for O so far. CL, not particularly interesting. Okay, so maybe we can do this here. If it holds 300, that would be interesting, right? Here's your confirmation. Here's your fake out. Here's kind of like your secondary confirmation. And guys, we want to see bears fail first. Be aggressive. Just be patient. So stop would be 297 for now. All right, guys, I am in at 350 long, stop loss 297, 5 contracts. So far, so good. $350. Okay, there was your retest. And I have been stopped out here. Whoa, big flush. Happy to have been stopped. That's interesting. At 952 to get that. That cost me $350. Probably should have taken profit on that. Again, did a pretty good job there, losing small. Bit annoying, but that's fine. I don't care about the 1 min. That's too aggressive. Kind of looks again like a bit of a fake out under those lows. I don't know if I can be short or long into that after that big red bar. I think I have to wait. Must have been something Powell said. Target here to the downside would be 200. Okay, so I am watching here for a short. I just missed my fill. I tried to click submit at 272 and it just missed. Bit lame. No biggie. Okay, be patient here. Watch the possible fake out here above 279. There it is. Interesting. That's too big of a move now to call that a fake out. Again, we're back looking for that possible reversal scenario, right? Kind of looks like a double bottom bounce now. So textbook reversal scenario. Okay, watching here. Just a little bit patient here. Still not really seeing that elevator bounce post fake out. That's a little bit better. All right, guys, I am in long 284, stop loss 277, 4 contracts. There's your retest, right? It always happens. Let's see. Guys got stopped. Good times. I mean, fake out for the upside still potentially in play. I'd like to see it settle in maybe a little bit. Pretty nice little candle. I just missed it again. Here's my signal still, right? Here's the fake out. Watching. Seemingly doesn't want to give me an entry. Didn't go under 280, so gotta be patient. Still waiting. Okay, this is going to be our possible fake out. There it is. Sweet, guys. So I am in long 277. Stop loss 272. Beautiful. 277. 277. Five contracts here, right? Five contracts. Let's see if this thing can pop. There's your retest, right? So be patient, guys. It always happens. Not blaming latency for something that is not real. That drives me insane. Keep the main thing the main thing. Let me write this out here. Did everyone see how that retest happened? Okay, there it goes, right? There's $1,000. Yeah, perfect. And that had zero, you didn't have to worry about the latency, right? It was irrelevant, right? Yeah, exactly. So in general, team, right? Stop giving power to something that you have no control over. Instead, right, control the variables you can control. All right, I am out, guys. I am out of this trade. I am out of this trade. Out, 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 out. At entry price. Right? The failed move higher and then retest again. Not what I need. So call that a scratch trade. Closed at 277.50. So cough medicine on me. What a bullshit range. Nice. Did everyone get out protecting before it became a max loss? Yes, no, maybe. Fuck, why not, Charles? Chris, why not? Nice work, Joe. Okay, so you answered the question incorrectly, Chris. Pay attention, please. The question was, did you get out before it became a max loss? You said no. And then you said you got out before you took a max loss. Please tighten that up. Details are extremely important, guys. I don't know how else to stress that. So, Tyler, I would recommend watching the most recent video posted inside the Trading Docs tab. It will solve that issue for you. You should watch that and not chase trades. Because my original entry price occurred 3 times. Nice. Love that, Liam. What a disaster of price action here at the blows. boring as all hell. Is this our maybe trend line, something like that? And this still continues to behave as my confirmation. We have not invalidated that candle. Just can't really seem to get the separation we're looking for. Okay, let's see if this is the fake out here now. So it'd be a 257 stop loss, right? 257. 257. I'm not trading a bear flag here. It's not a bear flag, right? Gosh, I can't believe it. Every entry that runs, I miss. Annoying. Okay, so still watching here. Let's see if this is a fake out. Too fast so far, right? Not bad. Hey guys, I am in 261.25, 261.25, stop loss 256. Okay, there was your retest. There it is again. There it is again. Probably too many retests here at this point. Be told I feel like I'm early on this. Oh, there we go. There we go. Let's see if this thing can keep pushing here. A little bit more, please. There's 1,000. Beautiful. Okay, average price is now 266. And I'm going to look to close this pretty quickly here. Come on, come on. There it goes. Come on. Come on. Ugh. All right. Well, I'm out. Fuck me. Okay, I got one more in me. And Tony, you should not have gotten stopped out on that trade. You should have been stopped out protecting a win. Because the fundamentals here today are very poor. We're getting lazy today, guys. Come on. That trade moved more than 2R. You cannot let that go red. Well, guys. That should have been a green trade for absolutely everybody. That should have been a green trade for absolutely everybody. Guys, you had 5 points of risk on that trade. The trade was up 15 points. You cannot let that go red. What are you doing? Please, guys. We got to be a bit more selfish here, right, with our PNL. I can't do all the thinking for everybody. It's not sustainable, especially not when I'm sick. Be selfish. I told you, right? At 266, protecting average price. Don't know how to make that more clear. The details are very important here, team. There's the difference between green days and red days. You should all be green on the day here today, or within like $100, maybe 200. Too many sloppy details. Look, we don't need to, Norman, we don't need to attack people individually, right? We're attacking trades. Yes, it does. You just click sell 2 or sell 3 contracts or sell 4 contracts. Or if you're short, you're buying to close. Guys, too many sloppy details here today. Got to sharpen them up. Too many $100 wins that have turned into $500 losses. Too many $1,000 wins that have turned into $500 losses. Can't let that happen, guys. That's completely unacceptable. All right, guys, shut up with the attacking other people, right? Let me be the one who polices the stream, please. We're trying to do a teaching moment here over how to protect our positions, why it's important, and the rules behind that. So this continues to be my confirmation here now, right? High volume reversal. We're just trying to see that little fake out scenario play out. Maybe it'd be under low of day. Don't even have to do that. The fact that we don't know how to enter trades and trading views is fucking insane. All right, let's go 10 contracts. All right, I'm long 9 contracts. If I wanted to sell 7, I just click 7. Now I've got 3. It's not difficult. That clear. That should not have been so difficult. Oh, still very much within one trade of being green, right? I'm down about like $400 here on the day. Yeah, so we're watching here, right? Is it going to fake out under our confirmation candle low? What we're looking for. Okay, so watching here carefully. Yeah, so now we're looking for a breakdown setup right towards 200. All right, so at this point, we'll be looking for that. Better. I'll let this candle close. Have to look like something like that on the 5. Okay, watching here carefully. Setting up for a short. Guys, if you don't know how to execute a trade, you don't know how to manage your position, don't fucking place the trade, right? Practice, do a paper trade, do whatever. Don't waste your money because of sloppy details. Please, guys, please. It is not difficult, right? And still looking here. Okay, so watch the little fake out here. There it possibly is. Hey guys, I am in short 229, stop loss 234. 229, stop loss 234. It is already retested twice. Okay, let's see if this thing can flush here. It goes. That should put you green on the day. Let's see if this thing can now flush under low of day and use that 200 as a magnet. Okay, let's see if this can be the moment where it flushes. And I'm not being a greedy bastard here, right? I'm up $1,000 on this trade. I'm not being greedy. Let's see if it can get down through 200. But so far, so very good. There's 2K. Come on. Sell, 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 sell. Nice work, Austin. Well done. Love you being selfish there, right? That is exactly what we should be doing, guys. No one can save you but yourself. Well done, Austin. Don't tell me this is gonna want to go to 200. So bad risk management, Eric. Control your details, man. You must have let losses turn into much bigger losses than they needed to have been. Unacceptable. Oh, for fuck's sake. All right, guys, I'm out. 1 point. What a waste. Mistake today. No, today is a hard day because I have a freaking train running through my head. Price action is always easy. Price action is always difficult. I don't give the market control over something I am in control over. I have chosen not to take profit as aggressively as I could have. I have chosen to pyramid into trades, right? These are not market things. These are Michael things. So why pass on the blame to something else when you got to look internally? Again, probably shouldn't be requiring that much drawdown to get out. At my worst, I was down $800 today. So if you have a $700 difference, close that entry effectively for like 1 point. All right, so maybe we can start to get some setups here for a slightly larger move now, right? We're under 200, so we could start to target a move right towards 100. All right, so still looking here. So again, we're looking for the fake out, right? Oh, potentially there it is. Let's see if it holds. Oh, that's better, much better. Looking at 220 stop loss. Let's see if it gets stuffed here again. Short would be the setup, guys. Short would be the setup. All right, so stop would be 221 now. Okay, watch here. All right, guys, I am in 217.25, 217.25. Let's see if this thing can flush. So far, so good. 217.25, stop loss 221. Okay, there's 500, there's 1,000. Let's even get under 200. I feel maybe a little bit early on this. Let's see. There's your retest, guys. Man, well, I got stopped out of that. Not protecting my trades well enough here. All right, maybe setting up here as reversal to the upside. That puts me back to red on the day slightly here. 575 red. Yeah, so this would be the way to trade it on the 5-min. $228 would be the stop. Okay, guys, I am in 233 on the dot. Stop loss 228. There we go. I've had to fight way more than I wanted to today. Well, let's see if this thing can go here. Average price now 236.75, which means, guys, I am protecting, right? Protecting. I will not let this go red. Hey, guys, I'm out. Close 241 exit price. 241 exit price. Good decision. Let's see if this thing sets back up. right? And I closed at that 241 because that ensures I am green. Yes, it is. It means I have a hard stop loss above my average price. Please watch the video on pyramiding and protecting trades. I don't have time for this shit today. All the information is in the Discord. I think I'm very clear over what I'm doing. I don't have time to fill in your guys' details that you can fill in on your own time. I need to focus on making money for myself and for everyone here, not plugging knowledge gaps for people who are unprepared. That's not fair to everyone else. Control F, pyramiding inside the trading docs, and you will find it no problem. It's also found in the How to Trade with DTR section and the Start Here section. Fuck's sake, guys. They're always in the same place, right? Every video's in the same place. It's all there. Pre-market conditions, right? Pre-market conditions here today are 1 for 3 to the upside. Meant that we had just a green candle with no volume support and it was gapping down. Come on, guys. We spend 20 minutes doing our prep in the morning. We're not paying attention. Come on. Please make it easy. Help you. Like, please. Losing my mind here today. And we maybe, that's probably a little bit too tight. That would be very reasonable. So stop loss would be 242 here. Hey guys, I'm in kind of a crappy fill. 245.75, 245.75. All right. There's 1,000. Let's fucking go. Okay, so let's see if this thing can keep pushing here. Let's see if this thing can keep pushing. Average price is now 250. Which means, guys, I will not let this trade go red. Interpret that as you will. Make it easy for yourself to do the same thing. That means you're setting a hard stop loss, sweet. If that means it's a finger on the trigger, sweet. Be selfish here. Understood? I don't know what 4 means. Let's see if we can keep pushing here. There we go. See if we can keep pushing. Okay, that's 2K. 25, 3K. All right, let's see if this thing can keep pushing here. See if this thing can keep pushing. So far, so good here. So far, so good. That put everyone green on the day. Yes, no, maybe. Okay, let's see. Come on. And average price is now 252. Disappointing to have just only closed for a small win. All right, guys, I'm done. I'm tired with everyone here today. Happy to be green. I'm not going to waste any more energy on this bullshit. Guys, please show up prepared. It is not a big ask. It really is not. If you don't know how to execute a trade, spend time executing them right outside of market hours or outside of stream hours. But the reality here, right, is that no one is going to come save you. You have to do it yourself. I can only do so much here, guys, right? So please be respectful of everyone else and their time and their desire to make money too. And let's not waste each other's time, right, with dumb bullshit like we dealt with here today. Today is the worst interaction we have ever had in the stream. And it is a standard that I'm unwilling to tolerate going forward. So please, guys, not asking for anything crazy. I'm not asking for anything massive. I'm asking you to show up, be prepared, and control the variables you can control. Don't wait for someone to come wipe your ass for you and then tell you it's going to be okay. You're not going to make any money. So yeah, I know I'm a grumpy prick here today. I don't feel good. I don't feel sharp. And I'm certainly not particularly proud of how I've also behaved in the stream here today. But we dealt with far too much bullshit that should not have to be answered in here. My job during the stream is to teach you what I am doing, show you what I am doing, to walk you through my thought process. I can't click the button for you. I can't control every single thought for you. I can't tell you how to manage your risk. You have to figure out those things for yourself. It is not a big ask. So enjoy your day, guys. See you tomorrow.